Hello, Board. My name is Jared Burton. I'm a senior at Tompkins and president of the school's Sexuality and Gender Alliance Club. Nearly 1 year ago today, I stood before this board among many other students, staff, and community members in staunch opposition to the gender fluidity policy. Despite overwhelming disapproval from primary stakeholders, this board chose to pass a policy that could endanger the lives of their trans students. The district has since faced controversy after controversy, and 4 members of this board are at the center of it all. Since the start of your terms, I have not noticed a substantial improvement in my education, but rather a substantial increase in the suffering of LGBTQ plus students. We are drowning, and you're holding us under the water. I can spout statistics at you, but it would be nothing you haven't heard before. You know the suicide rate of LGBTQ plus youth, the increased risk for homelessness, the fact that policies like this substantially and negatively impact queer youth. You knowingly make decisions that worsen queer students' lives, and I've stopped seeing this as an oversight, but as intentional design. With that said, let me tell a story. When I was in 7th grade, I checked out a library book with an openly trans character, which was my first exposure to trans people. This wasn't one of those books y'all like to cherry pick passages from to push your agenda, but rather a book by Rick Riordan, the author of beloved series Percy Jackson. There is a gender fluid character named Alex whose gender identity changes throughout the book. Despite growing up in a relatively conservative household, I didn't think much of it. In a book full of Norse gods and the living dead, why would I get caught up on a character who just wanted to feel comfortable in their own body? I was only confused by the way people like Alex were treated in real life. Now I know what really scares y'all. I know that when you say gender identity confuses kids, what you mean is that it exposes them to a viewpoint that conflicts not with their understanding of the world, but with your hateful beliefs. Children will only be confused by these stories if you want them to be. This was never about protecting the children, but demonizing one vulnerable group of children. How many trans people do you know personally? To you, they're these incomprehensible boogeyman figures, a fairy tale-esque evil. But to me, they're my friends, they're my family, they're the reason I get up each day and fight. And Ms. Fox and Ms. Champagne, I truly appreciate all that you do for our district, but I ask that you please show some spine and really stick up for your LGBTQ plus students, because we are drowning and you're our only hope. When my parents moved to Texas, they chose Katy ISD for its outstanding schools. I've spent my whole life going to school here, and I love this district and the people in it with all of my heart. I take our slogan of Be the Legacy to heart, but you 4 are a stain on the legacy of Katy ISD. I know that my words cannot mend the hatred in your hearts, but I urge you not to pass the revisions to Policy EFB. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.